Hello everybody, welcome to this new video of Pop Culture Hood. So today we're going to talk about Rihanna live performance and her live performance into the Super Bowl in the next February 12th, 2023. So Rihanna's last performance was almost 7 years ago. It was during her Empty World Tour, and in September 2022 she has announced, after so many years ignoring any request about music performance or new album, Rihanna is coming back to give some love to her fans. As you may know, during this time, during these 7 years, Rihanna didn't waste any time. So she had a partnership with LVMH and created her brand, Fenty, Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, House of Fenty, and Fenty X Savage. She also had a child with her partner A$AP Rocky. And so now I think after accomplished so many things, she's ready to give this favor to her fans. But how do you think all this happened? Remember that in August 2019, Roc Nation, an entertainment company founded by Jay-Z, a partnership with NFL, and the goal was to produce entertainment shows, including halftime shows. So since Roc Nation produce and direct and give their opinion regarding the artists and shows during the halftime shows and among others, we had, for example, in 2020, Shakira and J-Lo performing for the halftime show. The following year, in 2021, we had also The Weeknd, who provided a show. And in 2022, so we had a huge hip-hop and rap show with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar. Since Jay-Z under Roc Nation is responsible of the production and the choice of artists for the halftime shows, it makes sense that when Roc Nation came to Rihanna and asked her to perform, she will be likely to accept the offer 10 others. Remember that Rihanna had been working with Jay-Z for several years while she was a singer and performer. She's also a co-founder of Tidal, which is a streaming platform that Jay-Z and Beyonce has created. And so, because Rihanna and Jay-Z has already professional bond and also a long-time friendship, who else other than Jay-Z could have asked Rihanna to be back on stage? Nobody. So we all love Rihanna for her music and also for her performances. She has proved with the time that she can become a serious performer. And so I have done a compilation of Rihanna's performance classified into 5 categories. Let's start first with the vocals performance. So here I'm going to talk about some of her best vocal performance that I found online. This is not classified into an order, it's just a random presentation of her performances. So with the first, we have a performance from Rihanna back in November 2012, where she performed Diamonds, the song Diamonds, at the X Factor UK. The performance itself is beautiful because you can see that she's wearing a long dark dress, and at some point you have the rain that is coming into her on stage. In the first part, the rain doesn't touch her, it's just around her, but by the end of the performance you can see that the rain is touching her and she gets wet at the end of the performance. Her vocals are on top. This ballad fits her voice. She sings very well this music, and it's a pretty beautiful show performance to watch. For the next performance, Rihanna is performing the song Stay on that same year, 2012, also at the X Factor. In this performance, Rihanna is showing her vocal without doing too much. Without showing too much, she shows that she can sing, she can do some variation of her vocals, but she's not pushing, she's not screaming, she's into the finesse of her voice. The show itself, it's minimalist. She's on stage, she's wearing a white dress that puts the highlight on her, and you have the musicians that are behind Rihanna. So she continued the show with a second song, which is We Found Love. So the song started very quietly and with vocals, and she finished the song with more dynamism into the stage. That we can see some highlight, spotlight, some kind of fireworks around her, and she usually sings this song more as a festive song or a festive moment. And for this time, the transition needed to be quiet at the beginning and finish with some fireworks and highlights, spotlights, and more dynamism into the song. For the next one, Rihanna is singing again Stay, but this time in 2014 at the Concert for Valor. She performed this song for any institution that is protecting the US government, so Marines or soldiers, army, etc. And so the meaning of this song has a huge impact into those people, because they usually go for a very long time. They put their life into danger for the US nation. And so this song was very meaningful for them. And so we can see that for this performance, she's putting a lot of her heart. She is very emotional by singing this song to these people and their families. So with that performance, we are more into emotional than stage performance. Okay, for the next performance, we are going back to 2012, where Rihanna performed again Diamonds. So Diamonds was her top single, if I'm not wrong, and so she performed this song a lot. And she had the opportunity to perform for the Victoria's Secret show of that year. So in this performance, Rihanna has put some visual works into it, as usual. So she's wearing a cute outfit, long dress with an open leg, and this revealed her jartier belt. She also has some nice accessories, as her sunglasses covered with like kind of diamonds that remind us her song. And the hairstyle also is cute. She has also a beautiful necklace. Well, the whole outfit is pretty. In regard of her vocals, of course, she's doing the work. She is singing very well. At the end of the performance, she's showing her vocals. She's pushing a little bit, but not too much, because this song does not need to scream too much. And so that's it. So for the next performance, Rihanna is performing also the ballad California King Bed at the American Idol. So it was during the era of the album Loud. The prestation is made with finesse. It's mainly with like white light colors. There are dancers on the stage. So those dancers are also, I guess, acrobatic performer. Rihanna is not dancing. She's here just to sing because this song requires some vocals. She will need to push her voice at some point, so she cannot really go into like a dance performance at the same time. So the performance itself is nice to watch. Her vocals are on point, no issue with her voice. She pushes her voice by the end of the performance, mostly at the three-quarter of the performance, also mostly during the chorus. The last three performances that we present in this category are my favorite performances, because I think at that time Rihanna was more mature with her voice and her performance presence as well. So in the first one, Rihanna is doing a medley of 3 songs, which is Stay, Love on the Brand, and Diamonds. It was in 2016 at the MTV Video Music Awards. So as you can see, the scene is completely different from what we saw earlier. So We can see that she has like an orchestra behind her. The scene is well presented, honestly. So she did some work, more work into the visual, the presentation. Herself, she's wearing a very nice outfit during the whole performance. She is acting and she is living the song she's performing, that she's singing. You can see that she's doing wide movement with her arms, with her body, and she's open herself to the public in translating the emotion that come out from her through this song. Of course, these three songs, Stay, Love on the Brain, and Diamonds, are songs that require vocals, and so she's like, the goal is not her to dance, but more about showing her vocals, her presence on stage, and how she can translate her emotion and her feelings about the song to the public. So when you see the performance, it's like you are going to see like something close to an orchestral show or like a theater show. So it's very scenographic. That's the word I was looking for. Of course, regarding her vocals, she is on top like she never had been before. She even playing with her voice at some point, so that's nice to hear. She's way more comfortable with her vocals compared to, for example, 2012.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. And I can't get enough. Must be love on a break.
Well, she was doing the work, but you can see the difference back in 2016 where she was playing with her voice and vocals. Okay, for the next performance, that's also a medley that she did into 2016. So this one was live at the Global Citizen Festival, and she was performing Love on the Brain. So again, she is comfortable with her vocals, her scenographic presence. She's playing, she is translating the song lyrics through her body language to the public. She's playing, like she's on stage and she's playing with herself and with the public and with the song as well. So you can see that now she's at a stage where even the public respond to her body language that she's doing on stage, or to the scenography that she's performing on stage. So this song fits her well, of course. Her vocals are on top point, no issue with that, and like she is very mature with this song. You can see the evolution, as I said before, from, for example, 2012 to 2016. She's having fun on stage, and you can see that. So for the last one, which is, I think that's my favorite, so that's the one she performed in the Billboard 2016, so Billboard Music Awards. She performed again Love on the Brain because this was one of the songs from her last album. And again, the same thing. She's having fun on stage. She is like translating the song, emotion, everything that she's feeling from the song to anyone who is watching her, either through the screen or via the public. We love her outfit, of course. Well, this is Rihanna, so she has a fur around her, and yeah, she shows that she can sing. She's comfortable, and her vocals again are on point. And this is one of my favorite stage performance. I think one of her last stage performance into this category. Her voice maturation has arrived at a point that she can, like, it's so a pleasure to listen to her sing. And you as a viewer, you can see that she is having fun doing that. Like, she really likes it and she's very comfortable to do it, compared to the past, where you can see that she was trying to make it right. Like, here you can see that she is like, I'm just enjoying what I'm doing, I'm just enjoying singing, I'm just enjoying performing on stage and providing you to the public what I feel from this song. So what do you think about those performances? Do you think that she would sing one of these songs that we saw, Stay, Diamond, or Love on the Brain? Personally, I would love her to sing Love on the Brain, because that's one of the songs where you can see that she expressed herself a lot. Diamond is one of the top songs, so I guess she would singing. I love California King Bed, but I don't think she will put this one into a medley for a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is meant to be like an energetic performance, so I don't think she would put a lot of ballads into her medley. But if there is one, I would go for Love on the Brain, and I guess Love on the Brain and Diamonds. That's the one she would choose, I guess. Okay, so for the next category, we have the dancing performance. So we know Rihanna for her dancing skills. And so we are going to see first a medley of Rihanna at the Brit Award in 2011. So she performed Only Girls in the World, S&M, and What's My Name. So in this performance, Rihanna is doing quite well. She arrived slowly. She has an outfit total red. That was her look at that time, with the red hair. She has dancers that are supporting her behind and are doing an amazing job. So from the first to the second song, so from Only Girl in the World to S&M, she changed outfit, and you have also a different environment when she passed through the third song, which is What's My Name. So you can see that she's not really dancing, as I can say. Like, she is dancing, but she's not doing some choreography as like the dancers can do behind her. So she's there, she's walking around the dancers who are performing a choreography, but she will like dance by herself, through the dancers. On this performance, she is not also singing live. She most of the time she has a backup as a playback in case maybe she won't be able to perform well the songs, but it's quite normal because she's supposed to dance and sing at the same time, and so this exercise is quite difficult in real. So most of the time artists have backup to back up them during a performance.
Let's explore your talent. Come on! Hey boy, I really wanna see that you can go downtown
It was in 2011. She did the job. She provided a nice performance. She sang as she could, and yeah, she did the job. So it was fine. So for the next one, it was also in her early career. So she sang the same songs, but it was at the American Music Awards. This performance was well received by the public. She had a standing ovation at the end of her performance. So she sang Yeah, What's My Name and Only Girl in the World. As the previous performance, she is not really dancing like she's dancing. She's dancing more than from the other performance, a little bit more. We can hear her singing, but still she has a backup with playback on the background. The dancers are doing the job very well, and Rihanna plays with them through the music that she's singing. Overall, the performance is very interesting to watch, appreciated. Everyone is doing the job. Rihanna is providing some vocals at some point without backups to show at least that she can sing, especially at the very end when the song turned into more like a ballad song than like the performing song. So if I would compare both performance, I would prefer this one because she's more energetic. I feel she danced a little bit more than the other one. And at the very end of the performance, you can see her face looks like she's proud of herself. So in the next performance, this is Rihanna performing Where Have You Been in an American Idol season 11. So I don't really know which year it was. So in this performance, Rihanna is really dancing on this one. Some years, little years has passed, and so she's able to dance and sing for real at the same time, I think, with some work. The visuals are amazing. She tried to recreate what we see in the video clip. So we have some visual effect, light effect from different colors. So it's nice to watch. She's wearing an outfit that is similar to what she's wearing in the video clip. And she has some moment where she really take the time to do the choreography, so to do the dance, and at some point she stops and she sings. So she found it the right balance between singing and dancing, I think, around that time. You can hear that there is no playback, or at least we don't hear it. So her voice is covering more the playback, if there is one, than the playback covering her voice. That was the case before. Okay, now let's get into my favorite performance in general. So those ones were her latest performances, of course, so from 2015 to 2016. So let's start first with the VMA. So at the VMA 2016, she did several performances. So let's see first with the one where she performed, okay, the one with Rude Boy and What's My Name. Okay, just seeing the video, like I am back into those days. So we could see everywhere Rihanna performance on social media. The clips were reposted everywhere. Like her dance performance was amazing. Like her dancers at the back and her doing some move with her breast and hips, and the music was also remixed. So it was something very new, and like people were happy to see that, some new change. We loved it. She also performed into this awards show, a medley of several songs. She performed Needed Me, Put It Up, and Bitch Better Have My Money. And like here, like, okay, at that time Rihanna was on top. Like, we cannot say anything to her. Like, her outfit is amazing. I don't know if it was in purpose that one of her boots is going down, or if it was in purpose. Like, if as we know, Rihanna, maybe it's in purpose, but I think it wasn't in purpose, to be honest. So when she performed Needed Me, of course this song is a bit slow, so she is providing some vocals, some happiness to our ears, and then she switched with a dancing performance with Put It Up, and following Bitch Better Have My Money. So of course she's surrounded by her dancers. They're all female, so female dancers, and she's in the middle. She's also performing the choreography at the same time as them. This is the badass. This is the Rihanna badass that we know. Well, this performance is so, like, she's singing one of my 3 favorite songs of her. Like, Needed Me is my favorite of her, I think that's the one. Put It Up, I love it. And Be Better Have My Money is like giving a vibe. Like, so, like, if she's singing this to the Super Bowl, that's going to be huge, like very huge. Of course, when she's performing with the dance, so with Put Up and Be Better Have My Money, we have some backup. So she has some playback on the background, because it's so difficult to sing and dancing at the same time. She sing, but she still have it at the back. While for Needed Me, it wasn't there. And she's not even trying to hide it. So people knows that doing both things at the same time, it's hard. So she needs help, and she's doing it. But overall, this performance is one of it's a very good performance in terms of visual, in terms of singing, in terms of choreography, performing. Like everything is good, outfit on top. And so she matured her medleys at the same times, and her music stage presence. As you can see with the years, she matured her stage presence. So for the next one, it seems that it's still at the VMA 2016. I'm quite surprised that she did so many performances, and I don't even remember those one, to be honest. For this performance, honestly, I loved it. I'm even speechless. Like there is nothing to say more. Like she is on top. She's matured as an artist. She can sing. She can dance. Like the visual are on top. There is nothing to say. She's giving to the public. She's having fun on stage. Her vocals are there. She can sing, as you can hear. I also like how the music transits from one to another. The transitions are well made into this prestation. And so for this one, she was singing Please Don't Stop the Music, Only Girl in the World, and We Found Love. Okay, so let's go with the last one, which is, I think, my favorite from this category. So this one was in 2015, so a year before, at the iHeartRadio Music Awards, and she performed Bitch Better Have My Money. And so see by yourself how the scene is made. Like there is an helicopter on the scene, and she's getting out of the helicopter and she starts dancing and singing at the same time. So there is a choreography that Rihanna is following among her dancers, and she's also takes some time to sing. So there is playback, as for all this kind of performance there is most of the time a playback in case. But she's singing, like you can hear sometimes she doesn't care, sometimes she cares and she wants to sing, but it's there, it's so the scene itself is amazing, the visual amazing, her outfit make it all green and black, and she's always wear fur. I noticed that she likes fur, and she's giving us the bad girl Rihanna. That's her, that's the bad girl. So honestly, the choreography, I love it. Like especially at the end when she's like doing some pose, like that there is a kind of finesse into the choreography, like at the end that she's giving to the public, and it's going with the mood of the song. Okay, let's take a quick break. So if you enjoyed the video up to now, don't hesitate to subscribe, like the video, and share it with any Rihanna fans that you know. And what is your favorite prestation or performance of Rihanna, and what song would you like her to sing at the Super Bowl? What song do you think she's going to sing at the Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments below. So now we are going to see Rihanna on tour. Quickly, some of her tours. So we had, for example, It's Not in Order, as I remind you. We have the Good Girl Gone Bad tour back in 2007. We have the Loud tour, also the Diamonds tour, and the Anti-World tour. So personally, I went to the last one, to the Anti-World tour. I really loved it. I appreciate it, and I cannot really talk to others. I have quickly watched some of them, but that's a lot of hours to watch all of them in full. So maybe I will do another video regarding Rihanna's tours and which one was the best. But personally, for me, the last one was the best because if we follow the logic of what we saw previously, with the time, she matured as an artist, and of course, her performances and her tour will just go better and better. So the last one, the Anti-World Tour, I guess was the best. Okay, so for the next category, we have the duo performances. So Rihanna has made several featuring with several artists, and so we are going to see some of the featuring she had. So as you may know, she had 2 songs in featuring with Eminem. So Love the Way You Lie and also The Monster. She also performed those 2 performances at VMAs. So the first one was at the VMAs of 2010, and the second one with the song Monster in 2014. Into those songs, Rihanna is showing her vocals. She can sing. In 2010, it was still early in her career, but yeah, she could, like, she was doing the chorus of the song, and yeah, she was on point in terms of vocals for this song. She didn't need to dance for this song because this is kind of like a romantic song. With the song Monster, we can see that Rihanna starts to show some like body language, communicating with her public through body language when she's singing the chorus of the song. I guess that's when she started to develop this, body language. Okay, so for the next one, we are going backward. So this duo was with her ex, Chris Brown, where they perform. So they didn't really perform together a song, but they performed together on stage. So Chris Brown performed Wall to Wall, and just after Rihanna came and also performed her song Umbrella. So at that time, it was a huge thing because they were together, and so they were the couple to be seen together. But to be honest, I think if Ciara was also a huge performer at that time, and I think like if she had performed with Chris Brown at that time, it would have been also a huge thing on stage. However, we're here for Rihanna, so here in this performance, Rihanna arrived at the very half end of the performance, and she's singing her song Umbrella. The visuals are amazing, black and white, and yeah, she's performing, dancing a little bit. So she did her job. She came into a Chris Brown performance. She did her part and she left. She also sang the Umbrella song in duo. Well, she was alone, but then she sang a duo with Neo for the song Hey That I Love You. So this one was in, let me see, at an American Music Award in 2007. The visual are a formula that works because there is Rihanna and Neo are on stage wearing very elegant outfits, and at the back you have the musician. There is like a kind of orchestra behind them. The music is live, there is no playback, if I'm not wrong, in this kind of performance where you have the orchestra behind, the musician behind playing live music. You cannot really have playback at the back. This performance reminds me the one that she did back in 2016 at the VMA when she performed the medley of Love in the Brain, Stay and Diamonds. You can see the similarities. Also reminds me the one she did at the Live Global Citizen Festival, also back in 2016. What Rihanna is singing with Neo in featuring, she harmonized her vocals with him.
much I love you. How much I love you.
She's doing the work, they're both doing the work. Rihanna is on point in terms of vocals, in terms of presentation and visuals. This performance is really appreciated because it was very early in her career, back in 2007, and she was already set up as a really professional singer on stage, being able to provide a beautiful and magnificent performance with her co-worker to the public. Alright, for the next one, so Rihanna is performing alongside Jay-Z and Kanye West. They are performing together the song Run This Down. And so they are performing this song on a TV show, which is the Jay Leno show. The scene is a little bit minimalist. We can see the musician at the background, and we have a small scene where the three performers are. They don't dance, they only sing and rap. They are there just to promote the song, and so the performance itself is poor. According to me, they're doing the minimum, and that's okay. Also understandable because it's a TV show, so they don't really need to do that much. But if we compare the show that she gave, for example, at X Factor or American Idols, you could see more work into it. But yeah, this is a rap song. In general, with rap and music, there is no much performances, there is no much dance moves, so it's also understandable. Okay, for the next one, we have Rihanna performing alongside Britney Spears for the song S&M remix. So you can see the difference compared to the performance that we just saw together with Jay-Z and Kanye West. However, this performance is into an award show, so also the work to provide it is higher and there is more expectation from the public. But as you can see, there is choreography, there is an interesting scene. We can see the musician at the back or on the side. Rihanna itself has a specific outfit that fits her song theme and also similar to what she's wearing, I think, in the video clip. So Britney Spears up here. This performance makes me remind the one she did with Christina Aguilera and Madonna at the VMAs back in the days. So Rihanna and Britney Spears are both dancers, performers, so the show itself is amazing. You can see that the public is enjoying, and so Rihanna know how to warm the room. So in terms of vocals, I guess you can hear the playback at the back. I'm not sure, but I guess it is because for this kind of performance where the singer have to move a lot, have choreography to perform, it's not easy to sing at the same time. However, into the verses, you can hear that Rihanna is singing for real. So yeah, the playback is here to help, but she does the work. She does the work. So this performance was back in 2011, and you can see that Rihanna also has a performer, dancer, and perform with other artists that is getting better and better, of course. Okay, so for the last two duo performances, I remind you that these duo are not classified in order. I just take them randomly. I have a list and I just select them randomly. However, these last two are two of my favorites. I don't have any order. And so in the first one, so we are going back in 2012, where Rihanna performed alongside A$AP Rocky, the medley Cookiness remix, and following We Found Love featuring Calvin Harris. So this performance is appreciated because of the history behind. She's performing with A$AP Rocky, who is her partner right now. But in terms of the performance, the stage is gorgeous. Rihanna debuts the song Cookiness on a golden chair. You have some visual effect, lightning effect. She's dressed in total red look, and her dancers are wearing gold outfit. The choreography is on point. The scene is like there is some like smoke from the floor, where the visuals are well worked on this performance. And the way the cameraman filmed Rihanna and dancers' movement are well done. The transition when A$AP Rocky came into the stage, start to rap, is also well done. He does his part very well and added some spices on top when he grabbed it her bottom and kissed her on the cheek, as you know. In terms of vocals, Rihanna is okay. She has some backup, so some playback that help her. She's singing when it's necessary to sing. When she has to dance, she keep her voice to be able to sing during the verses. She's giving to the public. She's very generous. You can see she's like in the middle of the public and really communicating with them. So this show was really appreciated. Okay, so for the last one, so this is a performance at the Brit Award from 2016. So she's performing first the song Consideration with CZ. The visuals are amazing. I really love the visuals. This kind of golden hours effect mixed with like red lightning, it's amazing. I think there is no playback. She's really singing by herself.
Will you ever let me? Will you ever respect me? No. You think my outweigh, darling. You should just let me.
Caesar is there singing as well. She's pushing a little bit, but not too much. This song does not require to scream that much. The transition is really appreciated.
Get to know peace. Get to know peace. Get to know peace. Get to know peace. Get to know peace.
From Consideration to Work, the choreography is on point. The visuals are on point as well. The dancer, everything is right. So the lightning, the visual are changing because we're changing song. So the visual change, black and white mixed with a piece of red. So we can see that Rihanna is having fun on stage. She's enjoying the performance, and we have Drake that is joining Rihanna at some point of the performance. And so the visual change again more into a pink, violet theme with still some red into it. So Rihanna is performing, she's dancing, and Drake is just rapping. Overall, the performance is really appreciated. We can see different theme according the song she is performing. So from Consideration to Work, the transition was well done. Also the variation of theme according when she was singing by herself or in duo with either Drake or CZ. Tell me, do you think she will perform some duo at the Super Bowl? What do you think? Because these last two duo would be very interesting to see at the Super Bowl. Let me know in the comment below what is your opinion about that. I guess her duo also with Eminem would be appreciated at the Super Bowl, and the one with Neo. I think those four duo would be appreciated at the Super Bowl. But I'm not sure that she will bring other artists because that's her performance, that's her catalog to sing. So we'll see. For the last category, I have just gathered all the performance she did during her Fenty Savage performances and show. So for the first one, so the one she had back in 2019, so this is one of my favorite from the Fenty Savage. I like what she's wearing, and you can see that Rihanna has learned from her past years as a performer and singer in terms of visual. So into Fenty Savage performances, the choreography are really important. She's not singing anymore, but you can see that the visual are so much amazing. This is completely different from a singer performing on stage. When you check the show of the following year, so the volume 2, you can see that the visual are increasing, and Rihanna really mastered the visual into a performance. She into her Fenty Savage shows, she has developed the fact that the visual can matter even more than sometimes the music or the voice. Here Rihanna is not singing anymore, so she needs to highlight more what the viewer will see more than what the viewer will hear or listen. And so Fenty, working on Fenty Savage shows has helped her to develop and evolve that. So into the third one, we can see that Rihanna is using more her body as a communication with the public eyes. She's more into the group of dancers and models or the performers. She uses places, she uses space to realize her performance, to realize her show. And so I think this will really help her to provide an amazing show at the Super Bowl. She creates scenes and she creates different environments. So she has learned a lot from her past experience as a singer, and she has uses that into the Fenty Savage shows. And now we'll see how she's going to use that into the Super Bowl. So into the volume 4, there is nothing to say. Everything has been already said. She mastered the visual, the space use, the scenes, how to use her body into the performance, and her show are complete. So we are curious to see what she will give us to the Super Bowl. Is she going to invite some artists to perform some of her famous duo? Is she going to sing some of your favorite songs? For example, Needed Me, Pandaria Play, Umbrella, Man's Down, or Only Girl in the World. Please Don't Stop the Music. There are so many hits that Rihanna has. So let's see what she's going to sing. Is she going to favoritize some of her songs where she has to show her vocals, like for example, Love in the Brain, Diamond, or Say? What I'm sure is she's going to do a nice medley. She will do a nice selection of a medley of her most favorite song by everyone, and I guess nobody's going to be disappointed. If you are still here, thank you very much for watching this video. I know this one was very long, but thank you very much, and don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and click the notification button for the others videos. We are also on Instagram and Facebook, so follow us there, and I see you next time. Bye bye.